All right, everybody, we're gonna be jumping into jackets and pants, okay? So these are actually pretty important. Your helmet is the most important, to be quite honest. If you're gonna get anything, get the helmet first, and then I'd get gloves. But jackets and pants protect the rest of your stuff. Protects your spine, protects your arms, it protects your legs, it protects your hips, it protects your core. It's a huge part of your body. And then main thing here is it's protecting your skin, okay? So you wanna protect your skin. It's the largest organ on your body. It helps your thermal regulation. You want your skin, okay? So protect it. So what we have here is my old jackets, the Fly Cool Pro 2. Really loved it. It's a summer jacket. We talked a little bit about thermal regulation. Get yourself a jacket for the type of weather that you're riding in. But I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on this, okay? So what we have here is our jacket, okay? We have shoulder armor up in the top. We have elbow armor down here. And then we have nice thermal venting inside here, outside here with the back protector. The main thing here, okay, so we're talking about textiles basically at this point, okay? There's leather gear, there's armor only gear, but it all kind of goes together, okay? So it's all kind of the same thing. When you get armor only gear, it makes it to where you have armor on the elbows, hopefully it has shoulder armor, chest, and back armor if you get an armor only jacket. If you get a leather jacket, it looks just like this, but it's leather. Okay, you can get perforated leather too. It's summer leather, basically. It's still not as comfortable. You can also just get full-on leather. Either way, leather is gonna help you out with abrasion resistance. It's gonna help you out with impact protection. It's gonna help you out with the weather mitigation, so you're not gonna get a lot of wind at you because it's gonna block the wind. Body thermal regulation, if it's really cold out, leather is great. I prefer not to have leather in the summer, but some people do. So with that said, jackets and pants, since they're all kind of the same, they have that armor on the elbows, hopefully in the shoulder, and then hopefully in the back, okay? So what I look for when it comes to a jacket is making sure it fits the area that I'm in. I'm in Tucson, it's hot, I get a textile jacket. Make sure I have plenty of ventilation. I like to make sure I have good pockets, and I like to make sure I have pull tabs on my zippers, because imagine trying to grab just a teeny tiny zipper with just your gloves, no fun, so I like to have pull tabs on all my zippers, okay? So make sure you check that out. And if you can't, if it doesn't come with any, I bought some specific. I don't know if you can see that. I bought these off of like Amazon. You can get like a 20 pack for like a couple bucks. Now I got pull tabs everywhere. So grab yourself pull tabs for your zippers. And if you don't even have that, mine fell off and broke off. I used a little O-ring type thing from a keychain and call it a day. So zippers, very important, making sure that you're washing your clothes too. We're not gonna dive too much into care because most jackets are a little bit different, but please, 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 please follow the instructions here. The baseline when it comes to washing your jackets and pants, you're gonna take your armor out. Don't use fabric softener, warm soapy water, either hang dry, honestly just hang dry it, and then put the armor back in afterwards. That's pretty much it for the most part. If you have gear that you can't get armor out, you can't pull it out, it's not removable, then warm soapy water, hang dry. Okay, all right, so that's a jacket. You're looking for, you're mainly looking for that abrasion, impact resistance and everything, but the main thing is pick either leather, textiles, or armor only. Kind of depends on what you want to do. In a parking lot practice type stuff, armor only works great. Stunting, armor only works great. Textiles, wide range of stuff. Lots of companies are doing that. Leather, wide range of stuff. Leather does have amazing abrasion resistance, and then also the thermal transfer. So when you're sliding across the ground, you get friction, which creates heat. Well, that heat still can transfer into your skin. Okay, with leather, it actually prevents quite a bit of that heat transfer. Textiles, you still feel the heat, so you can still get like a 1st degree burn, but you're not gonna have a 1st degree road rash. With leathers, you can still get burnt a little bit, but it's not gonna be as bad. So to me, I like textiles. I don't know, technology, it's getting better. Textiles are amazing. Leather's great, especially at a track, you wanna get a full suit. I think they even require that. So that's where it works great, but for me, textiles, they work great. When it comes to pants, kind of the same thing I kind of talked about earlier in the overview is that you're gonna have impact protection right there. Hopefully you have impact protection in the hips. But the main things that you're looking for is ones that can fit you. So I have really muscular, like ginormous quads and hamstrings and booty. I used to anyways. So what I had to do was actually size up. One thing that people have issues with was their pants is that, you know, the length is great, but the waist is tiny. And I think that's just a problem of society right now, is that everyone has bigger waists than their legs that are long. Either way, I had to size up, and this one doesn't allow belts. It does have nice little pull tabs so you can stretch it out and make it smaller, just like for little kids' pants. But I got suspenders. You know, going with DanDanTheFireman, suspenders work great. They're not gonna hold up in a crash, but they're gonna keep you basically having your pants on for the most part. Just be careful with the metal and everything. So watch out for fit on that. Same thing with zippers. Get yourself some pull tabs for everything. Make sure that you either have inside the boot or outside the boot pants. At the very bottom, you want to make sure, you know, what is it that you got, because if you have boots that are designed for pants to go in them, make sure you get pants that are designed to go into boots. This one is an overpant, so I had my boots and then I'd put this over my boot and you barely see my boot anymore. Okay, I have those shin high boots right here. This is what I used to wear with this, and basically what it's doing is covering up the boot. So that's what it looks like. So this is an overpant. It covers over the boots. Overpants are great when it comes to if you're riding to work and you want to wear actual slacks or whatever your work uniform is. Overpants work great. Jackets obviously go over clothes, but overpants work great, and that's why I got these, because it's nice and airy and pretty big. That's just one thing that you want to watch out for. But yeah, impact protection, you can get leather pants, you can get armor only in the knees. Highly recommend just getting something that works for you. I like textiles. I'm always going to recommend textiles. I've recommended leather for a long time, but at the end of the day, textiles just for versatility, easy use, and just like so many different brands are coming out with stuff, and it's honestly easier to produce, I think, than leather. So just make sure you're sticking with some of the few good brands. I don't know if I'm going to be recommending any, but as you can tell, this is a Fly jacket, and this is Reacts. This is Revzilla's brand of stuff. But with that said, if you have any questions, we have discussions. Click a little discussion. We'll answer some questions. Read the article. We're going to be adding more and more. You're going to get this slide right here so you can read a little bit more about that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and move on to the next one, because we have gloves and boots to really talk about. Those are kind of important too.